10 tips for telling your child he or she has autism. Many parents fear the day they will have to tell their loved one that he or she has autism. Children eventually have to be told that they have autism, or Aspergers syndrome, which is a form of high-functioning autism. So how should you approach the inevitable conversation? The first thing to remember is that every child is different. There is no single best way or best time to tell your loved one. You have to use your best judgment. But here are some guidelines to help. Be calm and positive. Autism is not a death sentence. Don't treat it as such. Many famous and successful people, from Albert Einstein to the actor Dan Aykroyd to Bill Gates, are presumed to have autism. Focus on their strengths. Many people with autism have skills that their neurotypical peers will never possess. These include the ability to focus on topics to the exclusion of others. Often those with autism are passionate about a topic, and that can lead them to truly excel in areas where these subjects are important, whether that be computer programming, geology, science, or maybe mathematics. Ensure that your voice is calm. Smile. If you are worried and nervous, your child may be too. Communicate at the appropriate age level. Understand that a younger child needs and can understand simpler information. If your child is 7 years old, they should be given a much simpler explanation than if they are a teenager. For example, there's no need to discuss future career options if your child's in grammar school. Keep it simple and factual. Too much information at one time is not necessarily a good idea. Information can be shared over time. Don't provide a data dump. There is no need to tell every bit of information you have ever learned about autism or Aspergers at one sitting. Allow your loved one to ask questions. Make sure the communication is two-way. Ask your son or daughter if they have questions or concerns. Make answers direct. Remember, those with autism or Aspergers do not understand the subtleties of language. Don't expect them to infer information. Use plain language and be direct. Ease into the conversation with a story. Telling your loved one how special they are is a good way to begin the conversation. Communicate that everyone, parents included, have strengths and weaknesses. Start the story by ensuring your loved one that you are always there for them and are proud of them. A good tip is to say, "I understand that some things are hard for you, but I feel very lucky to have such a special son or daughter." Provide specific examples of strengths that they have that you admire. If they are young, it may be that you admire the way they can focus on a video game for a long time, or that they know a lot about Thomas the Train, or that you admire that they know so much about their special interest. Most with autism have a passion that they're highly knowledgeable about. Discuss challenges in terms of solutions. Eventually, transition into challenges that you have noticed that your son or daughter has. This may be a difficulty in developing friendships or other specifics that they can understand. Reassure your son or daughter in very specific and clear language that you have a plan for helping them overcome their challenges. For example, you may say, "We go to the therapist to learn new ways for you to make friends." Ensure the overall conversation is positive. You want the conversation to end on a positive note. You want your son or daughter to know that you think they're special, that you love them, that everyone has things that they are not so good at, and that you are actively helping them with training or therapy to gain new skills. Remember, eventually everything works out for the best, so relax and enjoy your child's special gifts. For more information, follow me on Facebook at www.facebook.com/Aspergers.support, or go to the site below to learn more about autism and Asperger's syndrome, which is www.aspergerssociety.org.